house, it's better to do all the due diligence in the beginning. What I mean by is talk to a mortgage broker. We advise you to talk to a mortgage broker. Make sure that you're qualified with a mortgage, because that's very important. Because nowadays that a lot of new rules being changed in the mortgage field. So we just want to make sure that everything goes smoothly for you when you're buying a house. If you're selling your house and buying another one, you have a choice. Either you can sell your house first, then you can go for the buying another house. When you buy another house, and also when you have a house to sell, then in case your either process get delayed, you end up in carrying two mortgages. So unless you're okay with that, sometimes you can do the bridge mortgage or blanket mortgage. There's a lot of things available. You have to be qualified for it. That's why you have in advance, you have to talk to the mortgage broker and financial and everything set it up, so that way you can make a decision accordingly. I would suggest you to sell a house. Then you go find the house that you wanted, so that you know exactly how much money that you have. And also when you're buying another house, that you know exactly how much you want to put down, and everything will be worked out for you. The average price in Toronto right now is about 765,000. But if you do buy a house in Toronto, that but I would say that you're sitting in a gold mine. What I mean by it's in about a few years' time. Toronto is expanding, and also that the infrastructure-wise that they're doing a lot as a government-wise too. So when they finish the subway and everything, all the tram stations get more in depth or finalize it. So the price will go more shoot up again. So you can see even downtown, wherever the accessibility is, there's a price is always high and the demand is there. So if you are getting in a house in a Toronto area, like I said, you are sitting in a gold mine. You are, for sure to make a profit out of it in the future. And also accessibility-wise, that you might be thinking that you're paying a little bit more in a Toronto-wise, but it's also offset on the traveling cost and also all the insurance cost. Property tax is a little bit more lesser compared to other regions. So it actually will help out you in the future as a home ownership, and also investment point of it too. Like in an investment point of it, if you're going to end up in making a little bit more for your buck than any other places that you're going in. 2016 was a strong market, but 2017 it might be strong. We all know by end of the January we can see a little bit more on it. Reason why I'm saying that is it's all to do with the bond. If the bond is increased, and then you might be seeing an interest might be increasing it. When the interest increasing it, then we have to see how much they're increasing it, how they're going to play a part on it. So it's all depends on in January how the things are going in, and we can kind of predict and say how the 2017 is going to go. A lot of people are predicting that it might be price might be go down. But I don't really see that happening because the price might be stabilized, but I don't see the prices going down much. It might be interest might be going up a bit, but that can also benefit in a different aspect of it. But I don't think it's not going to be that much of a change going to happen on the 2017. Like a lot of people ask me questions about a lot of condos are building up, what's happening, is it going to be like a ghost condos in the future? The thing is that in Canada, almost like expecting about 250 plus thousand immigrants every year. Out of that, almost more than 100,000 people coming to Toronto, and from the 100,000 people, almost 30,000 as a create a family or creating a family. So every time when they create a family, you need a space to go into it. So you have enough people coming in as immigration is going to go. So the spaces that you're building in that can benefit it. Because every time when the families getting built, when I'm saying is people getting married and or married people having a kids, and they as a joint family going on their own. Sometimes that you can afford to buy a $700 to $1 million house. So you can start with a condo which is lesser price. Then after that you can move on to it. So that way that the condo market is not really going to go down much of it, because in the future you might see your condos will be more affordable for the younger family who's starting up. Then they can branch out to the other places. Toronto is the only place. I would think maybe other places are there, but mostly the Toronto has a buffer zone. What I mean by is, The buffer zone means that you have a condo, and you also have townhouses, and you also have a semi-detached and detached, and also like a lot of bungalow houses in place. So all different place people, then all different ethnic, so all groups, so all different family groups can start up somewhere and then move up, depends on the places they wanted to go into it. In order for it to bubble to burst, there have to be like interest have to be really high, and also the price have to shoot up really high. And the both things happen within a couple of years, then you might see the bubble bursting. But you don't see interest going up really high, and same time the prices are going really high either. That we are experiencing about price increase about anywhere between 8% to anywhere between 15%. That's where the increase is going on. Unless you see an increase of suddenly 20 plus percent on the increase, and also interest got shoot up right away, then you'll see a bubble bursting up soon. But that's what happened in the previous trend. But this trend is not like that is happening. So it might be a bubble start bursting, but it might be it's calm down and go steady in the future. I'm doing this for 10 years, and I meet a lot of people, and every day I meet a lot of people everywhere. And it's a relationship building. You have a good relationship building with a lot of people. You get to know a lot of people. You also learn from the people. You're always learning from them, and that's always learning. So I like making, helping people, and more or less, is a final thing I would say is I love making the people making more money. I love making money, same way that I wanted to help other people making money, and I want my investors and all the people around me that increase their wealth. And that's this portal that helped me to do that for them. So I enjoy it.